All right, hope this first week is going swimmingly for you. I want to give you a quick but super important reminder about your thought primers. Each week, you're going to complete two thought primers. The first is due by 11:59 p.m. on Thursday, and the second thought primer is due by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Now, what's really important about these thought primers is that they're worth 2 points. And you get the first of those 2 points by submitting your responses to the questions that are in the thought primer. So once you've submitted those questions that are posted in the thought primer, you've earned 50% on that thought primer. To get the second of those two points for each thought primer, you're going to want to make sure you participate in the associated discussion threads that are in the Canvas discussion board. So you can see right here, there's two discussion threads related to thought primer number one. And you're going to get the second of those 2 points for this thought primer by posting in either one or both of these associated discussion threads here. You can respond to questions that I've posed. You can pose your own questions. You can respond to something that one of your classmates have posted. In fact, I've heard from students that that's what they really appreciate, is when somebody in the class reads what they've posted and responds, even if it's something as simple as, wow, that was really well said, you took the words right out of my mouth, or, well, here's how I think about it. They just like to know that somebody's reading what they've taken the time to post. So feel free and encouraged to respond to what your classmates have posted in the discussion threads, okay? So the important point to remember is that you've got to do these two things in order to get 100% on your thought primers. Too often I see people submit their responses to the thought primer questions, and then they fail to jump into the related discussion threads on the discussion board, and then they get only 50% for the thought primer. And why would you settle for 50% on your thought primer when you could easily get that 100% by participating in the discussion threads? Now, an important point to remember about these discussion threads is that they will close for comment when the thought primer is due. Okay, so for this week, your first thought primer number one, this is due at by Thursday at 11:59 p.m. And Thursday at 11:59 p.m., these two discussion threads related to thought primer number one, they'll close. And you won't be able to participate in those discussions anymore. And then you will have forfeited that 1 point, one of the 2 points for your thought primer. So you want to make sure that you're getting your thought primer questions, responses in to Canvas by Thursday at 11:59 p.m. and that you're posting to the related discussion threads by that same time. All right. Have a great first week. And if any of this doesn't make sense or is confusing, just shoot me an email.